Hey folks, welcome back. Good evening. This is Chris in Central Pennsylvania. I thought I was finished for the evening, but I was waiting for a meeting to start and had some time to go on that toxic platform, X, Twitter. And I can't believe the jibber jabber that I'm seeing on there. Several people commenting about Elon Musk and Starlink and making the nonsensical, non sequitur, ridiculous argument or asking the question, well, if America can declare TikTok an issue of national security, then why can't South Africa reserve companies for BEE? Well, it's a completely different situation. In America, anybody can buy shares in TikTok. Anybody can purchase a corporation, whether you're black, white, or brown. But the racist policies of South Africa only allow black people who are selected by the government, who are patronage puppies and cater affiliated, to get the equity. They bring no sweat equity, no investment, no expertise. They're simply handed the hard work of other people. Now that's morally bankrupt and it's racist. If those funds were forced to be given to all South Africans, well, then it would be fair. I'd still say it's morally bankrupt. You should never force a company to do that sort of thing. A company that's profitable and wants good relations will spend money in local communities. Look at the United States. Corporate donors do so much for charities, so much for the poor, so much for causes here in America because they want goodwill and they'll do it voluntarily. And they give hundreds of millions of dollars every year. But the point of the story here is that these people on X who are saying that, well, TikTok is a national security issue and only Americans can own it is the same as Starlink being forced to give up its equity to BEE candidates. That's utter nonsense. I don't understand the logic of people who make that argument. They're not even not even remotely related. One is completely different. Now, as far as TikTok being forced to be owned by Americans, I don't know that I even agree with that. But I have a problem with TikTok being owned by Chinese communists, especially after we've seen the addictive nature of TikTok on adults and especially on children. So I get why they did it. Not saying I agree with it or disagree with it, but I'm saying I understand it. But BE is just, in every aspect of it, is morally bankrupt. There's no value added to BE unless you're a patronage puppy and a connected cater who becomes wealthy off of it. It destroys jobs, it undermines businesses, it collapses businesses, and frankly, it's racist and it's immoral. Anyone given artificial advantage because of their skin color, that's a racist action. Affirmative action in America for decades, a racist action. Giving people bonus points to go into university or giving them preference for government jobs or government contracts because of their skin color, an immutable fact, something they can't change. I didn't choose to be this color. Black folks didn't choose to be black. Brown folks didn't choose to be black. It's your DNA. It's how you came out of the womb. You have no say in the matter. Now, if you put a nose ring in, you have a say in that. If you pierce your ears, you have a say in that. If you grow a beard, you have a say in that. How you dress, how you groom yourself, you have a say in. But you have no say in your skin color. And to give people advantage and disadvantage other people is morally bankrupt, and it's racist. Also, in South Africa's case, it flies against the South African Constitution. It's not equal protection under the law anywhere. It's just wrong. So, for all those people on Twitter, X right now, trying to equate TikTok being forced to be sold to American investors, black, white, and brown, and Starlink being forced to give up 30% of its equity to people who are connected to the ANC who are black, you know what you're talking about. You're not even comparing apples and oranges. You're comparing apples and killer whales. They're not even remotely related. So stop with the nonsense. This is why I really only go to Twitter for breaking news, because it is a cesspool of hatred on the far left and the far right, and it is full of some of the dumbest things you'll ever see and the dumbest comments. Anyway, in case those people are wondering why all the noise, in case you hear it, well, I'm in a local park and it is baseball, little leagues over, kids playing, soccer kids over here, and a bunch of yahoos playing over here on the swing sets and the monkey bars and the swings. Anyway, from Central Pennsylvania, saying that your arguments on X don't hold water. Cheers.